need to ask you to stop. That shouting is making people nervous.
Sorry, bro, but I gotta tie my audio to something. Won't happen again.
Good. Glad we straightened that out.
Alright. Hey guys, you missed me? That's right, I've been gone forever. I know, my bad. At summer, I really have no excuse except that I've been working 40 hours. Point is, here I am. I'm back. We're gonna play some more Skyrim because I'm having a little bit of trouble getting AV recordings to work for me. You know, don't know how that'll work, but you know, I'll get it figured out. In the meantime, what do you guys think of Skyrim in HD, right? You can read all these words now. Pretty cool. I think so. Yeah, I know it took me 2 years to get an HD capture card, but still, you know, whatever, we're here now. So, anyway, last time on Let's Play Skyrim, we started the Way of the Voice, and we had some traveling, and that's really about all we ever did. This is Rorikstead. Got some guards just like Whiterun. There are a couple of small side quests here that I would like to knock out, but I think I'll do them on the return trip. For now, I want to head over here to the bridge, which leads us to the 7,000 steps, because this is going to be a long trip, and I don't have time for lollygagging.
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Clement?
First, these guys are kind of important. Or not really important, but, you know, an easy
I'm
quest.
ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some supplies?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery.
Stop staring at me, you're talking to him.
Perhaps one day. I wish I could make my deliveries more often, but the road's getting dangerous.
I think I interrupted that. Anyway,
Passing through on
so
your
this
way
guy,
to
he
High
delivers
Hrothgar, about to make a
stuff to High
delivery there
Hrothgar for the
myself.
Greybeards because they don't really
I've
have
been
a
to the monastery
delivery
many
system.
times, but I've never even laid eyes on one of the Greybeards.
But you know what? He
Being
can't make it because
masters of
he's
the
old,
fool,
and
they
it's
could
not a
kill
safe
you.
trip, as we'll see on the way
Well,
up there.
not that they would. They
So
seem
we're gonna do the
peaceful,
whole,
but I wouldn't wanna
you know,
push
nice
them
guy
through
thing and accept a little bit of a
Greybeards tend not
quest,
to get out
and
much. Well, it's kind of a
we'll do it for him.
trouble is, my legs aren't what. Really?
Sorry, I'm skipping most of this dialogue because you know we got a lot to do today. Fact is, most people have probably played Skyrim, and if you haven't, there are better Let's Players to watch than me. Holy crap, I'm flying. Reminds me of the glitch count in Halo Wars. Anyway, so with that, we got his supplies. We'll take him up to the monastery, and yeah, let's go. Before we go, there is something I want to do, though. I want to go over to my settings and gameplay. I want to change the difficulty to Expert. There's Novice, Apprentice, Adept, which we've been playing on, Expert, Master, and the recently added Legendary. I'll get more into what else came in the addition to Legendary later, a lot later, but for now, I just want to play on Expert, because the fact is, if you do more whacking at stuff, you'll level up a little bit faster, and I want to be at a pretty decent level by the time we get done with this game. So with that, use connect commands. No. Alright, saving our game. Let's be on our way. So, 7,000 steps. You can feel free to count. I, however, am not going to. In the meantime, though, we got these little shrines here. These will let us know a little bit more about the lore of the voice. Before the birth of man, dragons ruled all of Midos, I believe is the plane we're on. Their word was the voice. They spoke only for true Nords. The voice could blot out the sky's floodline. Sorry, you know how lame I am at reading text off the screen. So, you know, that just kind of comes with the territory at this point. But anyway, a lot of steps to climb. Not enough stamina to make it all the way up. Let's get going. Oh, crap, some wolves. I'll probably fast forward some of this as well, just because aside from those little emblems things and some occasional wolves, we're really not going to run into much. A couple of travelers, but there's not going to be any quests assigned on the road itself, and the steps can be a little bit weird to kind of get up because you get stuck on them and things like that. But you know what, there is one thing I want to show halfway up that was really jerkish of the designers to put in there, but you know, it's there, so I feel like I should show it off. So, you know, not really show it off because it's not a big thing, but it's still there. So yeah, point is, I'll stop to find all 8 of those emblems, because there are 8 of them. I'll read them and explain them as need be. And, yeah, we'll have a really nice, short little episode here. And, once again, I'm so glad to be back, by the way, guys. Oh, here we go, another emblem. This little goose right here is reading it. Okay, so emblem 2. Men were born and separated over the face of Midos. The dragons resided over the crawling masses. Men were weak then and had no voice. Okay, so this is kind of telling the history of dragons versus Nords. Now, forgive me, I don't know all the nitty-gritty of Skyrim's lore or Elder Scrolls lore, because I've only played Skyrim. I know a lot about it, but not everything. So if I'm wrong, correct me in the comments, but I'll tell you what I do know for sure. What this one's trying to tell us here is that, you know, dragons predated humans for one thing. Holy shoot, this ice wolf's gonna kill me. Lydia, Lydia, Lydia. Holy crap, Lydia. Please let me have some potions. Oh my goodness. Fortify health. Minor healing, minor healing, minor healing. Anyway, dragons predated humanity by a considerable amount. And that, you know, when humans did finally come into being, the dragons kind of ruled over them with a bit of an iron fist because they were kind of weak and couldn't really do much against the dragons. Also, the voice we're talking about, that is something we'll talk about a little bit later. For now, suffice to say, it's that. So, yeah. Anyway, more wolves, more wolves. Wow, Matt Expert might have been a bit of a preemptive jump. I think, maybe. Let's get all those pelts because I want to make more leather. Never want to run out of leather. It's really good for getting your smithing up. Okay, keep on climbing. You know, I'm thinking I may not need to fast forward actually because there's going to be a lot of those little emblems and they're not too far apart. And, you know, I've got a lot to talk about in between, so, you know, yeah, maybe we will, maybe we won't, I don't know. I'm sure you'll know because it'll be happening by now, but hey. No, I'm just going to let my health go up on its own. Let's see what we got here. Oops, that was probably sacred. Alright. The fleeting spirits of men were strong in old times, unafraid of war with the dragons and their voice. But the dragons only shouted them down and broke their hearts. Okay, translation, there was a war, humans suck, and they failed badly. So, yeah, I'm going to be giving you guys like the, I feel like urban translation would be the appropriate thing to say here. But like the really kind of dumbed down thing. Because I don't fully understand this element of the lore. I've been trying to learn more about Skyrim lore in between episodes through various sources. And I'm thinking I'm going to maybe even put out some of my own lore videos as they become relevant to the series. If you guys have an opinion on that, let me know. But yeah, I've been thinking about that. Because the Elder Scrolls lore is always something that really fascinates me. Because if there's one thing that game developers can get lazy on, it's the lore. I mean, like Legend of Zelda, my all-time favorite video game series. But they full-on admitted that they came up with the timeline after the fact. And that just strikes me as lazy. Because a consistent timeline is one of the coolest things ever, especially across like 5 games. Cain called on Parthenax, who pitied man. Together, they taught man to use the voice. Then dragon war raged, dragon against tongue. Okay, so some guy, Parthenax, don't know who he is, but apparently he sided with humanity and taught us how to use shouts. Oh, one more, shouts, these things. Dragonborn here is kind of special. I'm going to explain that more very shortly, but for now, suffice to say that he's not the only one who can use the way the voice. Anyone can, it's just a little bit easier for him. Alright, here's that thing I was talking about. And this isn't really interesting, it's just jerkish. In here we have a frost troll. These things are way too powerful for this early in the game, and try as you might, if you can beat it, yeah, it's crazy, because it heals. Its only weakness is really fire, and by now you don't have enough powerful fire spells to really effectively fight against it. See, I'm just barely tickling this guy. Oh dear. I'm still going to try and beat him just to see if I can do it, because, you know, I like challenge accepted and all that, but let's see, what do I got here? Damage, no, that's not going to do the trick. Let's just go out with sword and shield like I was doing. Iron sword, and where's my shield? I actually am playing through the game on Legendary, the hardest difficulty, on another account. Holy shoot! Oh my goodness! No! That is not cool. Not even slightly. Remember what I just finished saying about him being a little bit overpowered? Yeah, that right there is what I meant. Get away from me. Get away. Away from me. Fortunately, Lydia is considerably overpowered at this point, too. Okay, just hit him. Run! Please! Oh my goodness, run! Oh my. Okay. Wait for him to get hit by, get him aggroed on Lydia. Just go to town. Come on. Here we go. Because Lydia can take a serious beating. And while the difficulty's down, I can do moderate damage to this guy. So, you know, here's how we can beat it. But at the moment, this guy's stronger than a dragon. Oh my. Well, shoot. Alright, we have returned. This time, we are going to sneak past El Monster and hope he does not gut me. So that's the plan, and I'm sticking to it. Nobody judge me. Alright, is he... Okay, he's supposed to be... Yeah, up there. Now, I'm wearing heavy armor, so I'm not the quietest son of a gun ever. Nope. Crap. Okay, you know what? Blitz it! Running. Stopping to read, because I think it paused the game when I do. Man prevailed, shouting Alduin out of the world, proving for all that their voice was strong. That was impossible. Although their sacrifices were manyfold. And Epic Ninja 11 is online. Oh, that is fantastic. Good to see you, Epic Ninja 11. I have missed you. Yeah, this account, Professor Powerline on Xbox Live, is available to make friends with, but, you know, no promises your usernames won't get seen online because I forget to turn notifications off. Sorry about that, so, yeah. Anywho, I'm gonna keep running from Elf Frost Troll because he will gut me if I stop, and I just don't feel like being gutted today. Now, I always seem to miss one of these things. I never know where, but I'll do my best to find it, but, like, there's... Okay, let's see here. With roaring tongues, the Sky Children conquered, founding the first empire with swords and voice, whilst the dragons withdrew from the world. Alright, that is talking about Tiber's Septim, the first emperor of Skyrim, or of Tamriel, and the current person that the war is over. He founded the empire, but he was also believed by the Nords to become the god Talos. And again, I'll describe more of that later. So yeah, but he's basically what this whole Civil War is about. The tongue at Red Mountain went away rumbling. Jorgen Windcaller began his 7-year meditation to understand how strong voice could fail. So, Jorgen Windcaller, apparently some kind of general, don't know how, don't know why, but he suffered some massive and painful, humiliating defeat. I know, that was a random switch of topic. I went from talking about Garth Wanko. I went from talking about, how we defeated the dragons to this one guy and is being kind of butthurt about losing a war. So, not sure what happened there. Alright, here we go. Jorgen Windcaller chose silence and returned the 17 Wait, what? This means they could not shout him down. Jorgen the Calm built his home on the throat of the world. Alright, so whatever he was looking for in his 7-year meditation, it seems he found it. And this, by the way, is the throat of the world. The highest mountain in all of Tamriel. Not all of Skyrim, all of Tamriel. And it has a few secrets that, like I said, we'll get into later. Because I've said that 18 gazillion times already this series. I never know what to call my shows. Part of me wants to call them seasons, but that seems like a little bit high and mighty. I don't know. Anyway, I think I got them all this time, unless I missed one numerically speaking. But here we are, the last one. High Hrothgar discovered. The voice is worship. Follow the inner path. Seek only in true need. Or speak only in true need. Yep, I missed one. Basically, I think it said that Jorgen Windcaller founded the Way of the Voice, which is basically using the shouts as only for worship of the gods. And this place, High Hrothgar, basically a monk's monastery, is where the Way of the Voice is practiced by the followers of Jorgen Windcaller, the Greybeards. Where have you been, Lydia? Alright, that said, let's go ahead and drop off our supplies. Done. Alright, now we'll talk to him when we go back down. And let's just, grab a potion of minor healing and some Dragon's Tongue, because why not? And with that, let's head into the monastery. Because we gotta get some more dialogue in before this episode's over. All I've done so far is failing at fighting. This is going to be a massive file to edit, no denying. This is my first time editing in HD, so the amount of time I need to calculate for editing is going to go up considerably, but hey, you know, that's life. I feel like it'd be appropriate to take my helmet off and drop my shield. Do I have any more elegant clothes I can wear? No. I feel like this is enough. So, you called?
So, a dragonborn appears, a this moment in the turning of the age.
That I do. I'm answering your summons.
We will see if you truly have the gift. Show us, Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
Okay, bro, if you say so. How'd you like that taste?
Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Arngir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here?
You called me.
We are honored to welcome a Dragonborn.
I call him Master,
to High
but
Hrothgar. We will do
stupid
our
questions
best
serve
to
stupid
teach you
answers.
how to use your gift in fulfillment of your destiny.
That's an excellent
That
question. What is
for
my
you
destiny?
to discover. We can show you the way, but not your destination.
I'm ready to
You
learn.
have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you?
According to my updating schedule, no,
Remains
I
to be
don't.
seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force.
So, I'll summarize what we just said there. Oh wait, no, he's got a little more to say.
Combine it with Fus, Force, to focus your thumb more sharply.
Alright, so shouting here, speaking in the dragon language. All words are made up of 3 parts. You have all 3 of them, the shouts are considerably stronger. We have 1 part, we're about to learn 2. As you can see the dragon, or the word written in the dragon tongue right there. We see it and we learn it. Now we have to understand it. For that we need dragon souls. But in this particular case, we're going to get a little bit of a helping hand in the form of the Greybeards giving us their knowledge of the word. So when we kill a dragon, we're not absorbing power, we're absorbing knowledge of what the dragon knows, and we're turning it into a new shout that we can learn. So, yeah, that's how that works.
Knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro.
Now, how they do this, I have no idea. Apparently, you can just share knowledge by glowing and bowing to people. But, you know, it looks like I'm in one ear and out the other. Anyway. Now, the key word there was quickly. The Greybeards here, you can notice they're all pretty old geezers. They are very, very powerful, by the way. Don't pick fights with them. It takes a very, very, very long time to understand the full power of a single word. But the Dragonborn, aka us, is able to master it in a matter of seconds just by absorbing the knowledge, because in some sense he has dragon blood, I think. That particular element of the lore I don't understand. I think like part of his soul is like part dragon soul. I do not know how that is. I'll figure it out later, and maybe I'll say in a later episode. But for now, suffice to say that he is part dragon, I guess, sort of. Like, and not like son of a dragon or whatever, but like dragon soul. I don't know. I'll find it later. The point is, I'm freaking powerful, and I have a gift to understand things much faster than old geezers, which is really cool. By the way, that shout they were using right there, we can't learn it. It's one of the few shouts you see in the game that you can't ever use. Which is something I've always liked about Skyrim. Almost everything you encounter, you can do yourself, with very, very, very few exceptions. That useless target being one of them. I mean, I could have seen it having some uses like, you know, distracting enemies, but, you know, whatever. One shout that we're missing, I'm not feeling all that bad about it. Watch, I'm sure someone's going to comment like, no, you can get that shout, you just got to go here, here, and here. And I'll be like, oh, of course you can, silly me. But I'd imagine if it was in the game, I would have found it by now, because I've beat this game like 3 times over, 4 times over. And when I say beat the game, I don't mean beat Alduin, I mean, or the final boss, I mean, like, I've beat the entire list of side quests and got to level 81 like twice, so yeah. I think I've put about 1,000 hours onto this game, so I'd say I know it pretty well by now, so at least I hope I do. I'm let's playing it after all. Anyway, with that, more to learn.
How you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you wood, which means whirlwind.
Alright, gonna take up a whole new shout. I love how no one's ever allowed into the High Lothgard except the Dragonborn and the Greybeards, yet here we have Lydia, just kind of crashing the party. Alright, learn the new word, whirlwind. From the shout, whirlwind sprint. The first word you see in that little sentence is the word you're learning. The second is the shout it belongs to. So, yeah. Core game mechanics, gotta love them. Whirlwind Sprint is a pretty cool shout, but I just don't use it much. Oh, speaking of, make sure you remember to equip it. That's the one thing I always forget during this challenge. They'll be training you how to use it, and I'll actually use Fusrod, and I'll use Unrelenting Force.
Master Bori.
Now he is the full shout. We do not have the full shout. We have just part of it, so.
Will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes.
See, he had to hit this thing to stop him, and he went like all the way over here because he had so much momentum. We just barely got through the gate because our shout's considerably weaker than his. He got a lot farther because he has all 3 words.
Mastery of a new Thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself.
Alright, now here you can ask basically anything you want. They'll just give you the question, or he'll tell you why it's so easy for a dragon. You can just, you know, whatever. I, however, just want to move on. So what's next?
You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ustengrav.
Ustengrav.
Remain true to the way of the
I'm probably
voice,
mispronouncing that.
and you will return.
Achievement unlocked, Way of the Voice. Alright, so we started Horn of Jürgen Windcaller. Alright, well, I think that's far enough for this episode. Next time on Let's Play Skyrim, I'm going to get us back down, and I'm going to do it in a hurry. We're going to do maybe 1 or 2 quick little things in Rorikstead, and then we're going to start the Horn of Jürgen Windcaller. I can't speak today at all. Anyway, though, until then, I'll see you all next time.